The fitness industry is actively lying to you about your age. They want you sitting in a soft recliner, nursing bad knees, believing that weakness, stiffness, and pain are just inevitable parts of getting older. They are not. Age is a biological reality, but weakness is a choice. You aren't losing your strength because your birth certificate says you are over 60. You are losing it because the modern world has engineered the physical demand out of your life. Your joints are drying out, your nervous system is falling asleep, and the industry's only solution is to tell you to take it easy. Taking it easy is exactly what is destroying you. Today, we are throwing their advice out the window. In this video, I am going to show you 5 ancient joint-safe movements adapted for the modern man. You can do them right in your living room. No gym memberships, no heavy iron, and no complicated routines that grind your joints down. And if you stick with me to the end, I am going to give you a powerful 10-second morning protocol. This secret acts as a biological amplifier. It literally oils your joints from the inside out, ensuring that the 5 movements you learn today deliver results twice as fast. Let's look back at history for a moment. The Roman army had a specific unit called the Triarii. These were the oldest, most battle-tested veterans in the military, men in their 50s and 60s. They were kept at the back of the formation, and the mere sight of them entering the fight would make enemies break and run. These men were not fragile. They were the ultimate insurance policy of the Roman Empire. Ancient warriors maintained a baseline of rugged capability simply because their daily life demanded it. We are going to artificially inject that demand back into your life using perfect biomechanics. Let's start with your knees. Movement number 1 is the chair hover. When a Spartan warrior locked his bronze shield into the phalanx formation, he didn't stand straight up. He had to hold a low, loaded crouch for hours, absorbing the impact of the enemy line without giving an inch. He built indestructible knees without ever doing a modern gym squat. Right now, your knees likely ache when you stand up because you use momentum, rocking forward and grabbing armrests. You have engineered the effort out of standing, stripping the armor off your joints. Here is how we rebuild that Spartan leg armor. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair. Cross your arms over your chest so you cannot cheat. Plant your feet flat on the floor. Now push through your heels and lift your hips just 2 inches off the chair. Stop right there. Hold that hovering position for 10 seconds, then slowly sit back down with complete control. Do this 5 times. The mechanics here are perfect for aging knees. By freezing the movement right at the hardest mechanical point, you place maximum isometric tension on your quadriceps without forcing the joint to grind through a full range of motion. You are rapidly building a thick layer of protective muscle around the knee capsule, giving yourself natural shock absorbers. Movement number 2 is the iron bridge. In ancient Greece, the most brutal combat sport was pancration. If a warrior was pinned on his back in the dirt, his only chance of survival was bridging his hips with enough explosive force to throw his enemy off. They possessed hips and lower backs made of iron. When you sit for hours a day, the massive muscles on the back of your hips physically go to sleep. When your glutes forget how to work, the brutal impact of every step you take is transferred directly into the small, fragile vertebrae of your lower back. Lie flat on your back on the floor, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the ground. Drive your heels into the floor and push your hips straight up toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes as if your life depends on it. Hold this rigid bridge for 30 seconds. What is happening under the hood here is profound. This directly cures gluteal amnesia. By holding this extension, you are forcing your nervous system to wake up and reconnect with the largest muscle group in your body. Furthermore, lifting your hips actively decompresses the lumbar spine, taking the crushing pressure off your lower back discs. 3 sets of this, and your lower back will feel instant, genuine relief. Before we move to the upper body and fix that posture, I want to ask you something man to man. What is the absolute worst advice you've been given about getting older? Did a doctor tell you to just sit down, take it easy, and accept the pain? Or did a fitness magazine convince you to lift like a 20-year-old until your joints finally gave out? Drop your story in the comments. This channel isn't just about workouts. It's a brotherhood exposing the nonsense that keeps older men weak. If you refuse to fade quietly into the background, hit subscribe. Let's get back to work. Movement number 3 is the archer's pole. Ancient Persian archers and English longbowmen routinely pulled bows with a draw weight of over 150 pounds. Their upper backs were incredibly dense, keeping their chests proud and their shoulders locked tightly in place. Stand up naturally, look down at your hands. If your thumbs point inward toward your thighs, your shoulders are internally rotated. You are developing that forward hunch that screams fragile to the rest of the world. Go to your bathroom and grab a standard bath towel. Roll it up lengthwise, hold it out in front of your chest with both hands, gripping it tight. Now, try to rip the towel in half. Pull your hands apart as hard as you physically can without letting go. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and pull them down away from your ears. Hold that violent tension for 20 seconds. Biologically speaking, you are utilizing maximum voluntary isometric contraction. As we age, gravity pulls the thoracic spine forward. This specific tension fully engages the rhomboids and rear deltoids safely. It pulls the shoulders back into their correct anatomical sockets, instantly improving your posture and opening up your lung capacity. Movement number 4 is the second heart. A Roman legionary marched 20 miles a day carrying 50 pounds of gear, wearing nothing but thin leather sandals. If his legs fatigued, he died. They built lower bodies of steel not by jumping but through sustained rhythmic loading. Today, one of the biggest risks of aging is losing your balance and suffering a catastrophic fall. If your legs feel heavy, tired, or swollen by the afternoon, it is because your blood is pooling in your lower extremities. Stand behind a sturdy chair and hold the back for balance. Stand tall and slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet. Go as high as you comfortably can. Hold that top squeeze for 2 full seconds, then lower your heels back down slowly over 3 seconds. Do this for 20 clean repetitions. Physiologically, the calf muscle is literally referred to as your peripheral heart. Every time you contract it, it acts as a powerful biological pump, pushing deoxygenated blood against gravity back up to your chest. Strengthening this muscle flushes out leg fatigue, improves whole body circulation, and builds the crucial ankle stability necessary to prevent falls. Movement number 5 is the supported hang. Before ladders and modern machinery, scaling a fortress wall or a ship's rigging required an unbreakable grip. But hanging didn't just build their hands, it forged indestructible spines. From the moment you wake up, gravity compresses your spinal discs, squeezing the fluid out of them. That is why you are measurably shorter at night than in the morning. Over decades, this compression creates permanent lower back agony. Find a pull-up bar or the sturdy top of a secure door frame. Reach up and grip it. But listen closely. You are not going to pull yourself up, and you are not going to lift your feet off the floor. Keep your toes lightly touching the ground for support. Bend your knees slightly and just let your body weight sink down. Let your shoulders stretch. Let 80% of your weight hang freely while your feet keep you safe and stable. Hold this for 30 to 60 seconds. The anatomy here is undeniable. This is natural, gravity-assisted spinal decompression. As you let your hips sink, you create negative pressure inside the spinal column. This vacuum effect literally sucks fluid, water, and nutrients back into your starved spinal discs. It relieves pinched nerves and restores the health of your shoulders, all while keeping you perfectly safe with your feet on the floor. Those are the 5 movements: the chair hover, the iron bridge, the archer's pull, the second heart, and the supported hang. But as I promised at the start, none of this works to its full potential without the amplifier. Here is the unseen shield that makes these exercises twice as effective. Your joints are drying out because your cellular hydration is compromised. Drinking plain tap water is not enough. As we age, our bodies become incredibly inefficient at holding on to the trace minerals that push water inside the cartilage where it actually matters. Every single morning, before you drink your coffee, take a tall glass of water and add a heavy pinch of high-quality unrefined Celtic sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. Stir it up and drink it. Unrefined salt contains over 80 essential trace minerals, including magnesium and potassium. These minerals act as electrical conductors that pull water directly into your cells and joint capsules. It is natural joint oil. It costs pennies, takes 10 seconds, and dramatically reduces the systemic morning stiffness that is holding you back. You have the tools now, you know exactly what the invisible enemies are, and you have the phalanx protocol to fight back. Look in the mirror today. The man staring back at you has survived decades of stress and hardship. Do not let that man wither away in a soft chair just because society told him his time is up. Your body wants to be strong. It is just waiting for you to give the command. Age is just a marker of time. Weakness is a choice. Choose to be unbreakable. If this video gave you a real weapon to fight back against aging today, hit the like button. It helps push this message out to other men who are currently destroying their joints with bad advice. If you know a brother who has accepted the pain and given up, send this video directly to him. And if you want more battle-tested, joint-safe protocols to rebuild your body, hit subscribe, stay unbreakable, and I'll see you in the next video.